Assalamu alaikum dear students. So let's continue our topic, that is chapter number 10, magnetic fields due to electric currents. As in the last video lecture I had completed this topic, and inshallah in today's video lecture I will have some numerical part, that is the unsolved numericals from your textbook. So inshallah in today's video lecture I will have solutions of unsolved numericals, that is on page number 249, and I'm going to solve the question number 6 to question number 2 to question number 6 from your 12th standard textbook. So let's have a solution for the same. So this is the question number 2, and the numerical number first of this chapter is given in your textbook on the page number 249. So a piece of straight wire has mass 20 gram and length 1 meter. It is to be leviated using a current of 1 ampere flowing through it and a perpendicular magnetic field B in a horizontal direction. What must be the magnetic field B? That means B is to be calculated, and here a diagram is given. As you can see here, this is a piece of straight wire is here, and magnetic field is given. The length of the wire is L is given, and as you can see here, B and L is making some angle. That angle is theta, and this is nothing but 90 degree. So from the diagram we can able to see that the theta is nothing but 90 degree, and what the thing is given here, a piece of straight wire mass. So mass is given, that is small m, length that is L, that this is small l is given, then a current that is I is given, and what you have to find, we have to determine magnetic field B. So this is the question. Now let's see the solution for the same. As we have studied a numerical very carefully, so the second step is what? We have to write the datas. So here we are going to write, I'm going to write data here. So first of all, we have been given the mass, that is given as 20 gram. Now it is 20 gram. So what we have to do, we have to convert it into the kilogram. So it will be 20 into 10 raised to of minus 3 kilogram. Then we have been given the length, that is L is given as 1 meter. Then we have been given I, that is the current of 1 ampere. Now the formula, as we are having I, L with us, and we have to determine B is to be determined. So which formula we are going to use here? Is there any relationship between B, I, L, M? So if you have B, I, L, so immediately you will able to remember the formula, that is nothing but magnetic force is equal to I B L sine theta. Yes, this formula. So here we are having I with us, we are having L with us, we are having theta, that was nothing but, as we have seen, theta was nothing but 90 degree. So we can have theta as 90 degree. So sine 90 is nothing but 1. But what about the F? We are not having F with us. So still what we have to do, we have been given mass. So F and mass, force and mass, is there any relationship between them? Yes. The force is actually mass into acceleration due to gravity. So F, that is the magnetic force, is nothing but mass, is given as 20 into 10 raised to of minus 3 kilogram, into acceleration due to gravity is nothing but 9.8. Now 20 into 9.8 to 9.8 or 98. So 98 twos is 196 into 10 raised to of minus 3. So this is, we have got force, magnetic force is here. So now we can put the formula, we can put the values here. So finally just rearrange the what you can do, you can directly substitute the value and get the b, or what the second method can be, it could be like you can rearrange the term and then you can substitute the value. So if we are going to rearrange the term, means what we have to find b, so b is to be at their place only, and remaining term, that is magnetic force upon I L sine theta. Now magnetic force itself is 196 into 10 raised to of minus 3 upon I is given as 1 ampere, L is given as 1 meter, sine 90 itself is 1. So finally the answer for the same is what, 196 into 10 raised to of minus 3, or what you can write 0.196, and this is what, magnetic field, so it will be Tesla. So this is your final answer. This was the force, so it will be Newton. So this is the final answer for the magnetic field, which is B is equal to 0.196. So this is the answer. Now in your textbook the answer is given as 196 Tesla. So this is given wrong answer. This answer is wrong. Actually it is 0.196 Tesla. What we have here, it is directly considered as 20 in gram, but what we have to do, we have to convert this 20 into kilograms, so it will be minus 3 will be there, and this value we will substitute, so that we will got our correct answer, that is nothing but 0.196 Tesla. So please make a correction here on page number 249. So this is the final solution for the numerical number 1 and question number 2 of your textbook. So here we are having question number 3, that is calculate the value of magnetic field at a distance. So what we have to write, first of all, data. So at a distance of 2 centimeter from a very long straight wire carrying a current of 5 ampere, that is I is equal to 5 ampere, and as know that we have to calculate the magnetic field, that's B is to be calculated, and here you have been given mu naught as 4 pi into 10 raised to of minus 7 Weber per ampere meter. So very long straight wire carrying a current of 5 ampere. So if you remember, if you draw this diagram, so you will remember the derivation for the current in a straight long wire. Here we were having two formula, that was, one is for infinitely long wire, that is B is equal to mu naught I upon 2 pi r, and another is for semi-infinite part, that was B is equal to mu naught I upon 4 pi r. So which formula is to be used here? So see, one is for infinitely long wire, second is for semi-infinite long wire. So in your numerical it is not being specified that it is infinite, it is semi-infinite, but it is given as very long straight wire. So whenever if it is given as very long straight wire, that means they are asking you for the infinitely long wire. So you have to keep this thing in your mind. Now see, very long straight wire, that means here you have to consider a point P, and we have to find the magnetic field at that point. So we have to consider the point distance of that point P from the wire is nothing but r. So that's when this distance is nothing but given as capital R here, and as it is a long infinite wire, that means this kind of the thing was there, and you have to find the P. So finally we have got this formula. But if it asks like semi-infinite, that's mean what? This is the for wire. Semi part means what? Half part. So this is the point P where you have to find this will be the theta, this will be the alpha, this will be t theta and so on. So this is for the long straight infinite, this is for the semi-infinite wire. So for this you are having this formula, and for infinitely long, that's mean you are having for this formula. So whenever it is asked you like long straight wire or infinite, so you have to use this formula. For semi you have to use this formula. So in this numerical it is asked that a very long straight wire, that's mean we have to use this formula in this numerical. So hope you will understand when you have to use the formula, which formulas to be used in the which question. So here we have to use this formula. So finally we are having mu with us, I with us, 2 pi are all. So just substitute the value. So here it will be 4 pi into 10 raised to of minus 7 into I, that is given as pi ampere upon 2 pi r as 2 centimeter. It is in centimeter, so 2 into 10 raised to of minus 2 meter. So what you have to do? Into 2 into 10 raised to of minus 2 meter. So finally see, pi cancel, 2 to 4, that means this 4 will also cancel. 10 raised to minus 2, it is denominator. When it will become into the numerator, so it will become 10 raised to minus 7, 10 raised to minus 2, that means 10 raised to minus 5. So finally the answer for this is nothing but 5 into 10 raised to of minus 5 Tesla. So this will be your answer for the numerical number question number 3, and this is the numerical number 2 of your textbook. Now make a correction over here. In your textbook on page number 249, the answer for the same question is given as 2.5 into 10 raised to minus 5 Tesla, which is wrong answer, is given in your textbook. The correct answer is V is equal to 5 into 10 raised to minus 5 Tesla. So this is the correct answer, and the answer that is given in your textbook, it is wrong. So please make a correction over there on page number 249, question number 3. Now after numerical number 1 and 2, that is the question number 2 and 3 in your textbook, the question number 4 and 5 belongs to cyclotron, which is omitted topic of this year. So let's move on to the question number 6. This is question number 6. So here 2 wires shown in the figure are connected in series circuit and the same amount of current of 10 ampere. So as you can see here, 2 wire is given here, and this 2 wire is carrying a current that is of same amount of current, that is of 10 ampere. That means both the wire carries 10 ampere of the current, 10 ampere and 10 ampere. Wire 1 is having 10 ampere, wire 2 is also having 10 ampere, passes through both but in the opposite direction, separated between the 2 wires, separation between the 2 wires. Now after question number 2 and question number 3, question number 4 and question number 5 is from cyclotron topic, which is omitted topic of this year. So let's move on to the question number 6. So here 2 wires shown in figure are connected in a series circuit and the same amount of current of 10 ampere passes through both. That means both the wire number 1 and wire number 2 carry same amount of current, that is nothing but of 10 ampere, but in the opposite directions. As you can see here, the arrow, yes, these are the opposite direction, showing opposite direction. Separation between the 2 wires is 8 millimeter. This. The length AB is, that means this AB is S is equal to 22 centimeter. Obtain the direction and magnitude of the magnetic field due to current in wire 2 on the section AB of wire 1. That means this wire 1, section AB of this wire 1, we have to obtain the direction and magnitude of magnetic field due to current in wire 2 on the section wire A. section AB of wire 1. Also obtain the magnitude and direction of the force on wire 1. So here we have to find force F. We have been given these two. These are the nothing but the lengths. So let's see the data. So let's write the data. So here we are having current, that is I in both the wire is same, that is 10 ampere. So I1 and I2 both are the same. So you can write I as 10 ampere. Then the distance of separation between these two wire is 8 centimeter. Now distance of separation is given as 8 millimeter, that is nothing but 8 into 10 raised to of minus 3 meter. Now when we are having two long straight wire, so the distance between them or this separation is considered as small d. So d is the separation between two wire, it is as 8 into 10 raised to minus 3 meter. Then after that we are having S is given, that is the length of the wire AB, the part AB, section AB is given as 22 centimeter meter, that is nothing but 22 into 10 raised to of minus 2 meter. Then nothing else is given here. Yes, mu naught is also given, that is mu naught is equal to 4 pi into 10 raised to of minus 7 Tesla meter per ampere. Now these are the datas. So first thing is what we have to obtain the direction and the magnitude of magnetic field. That means we have to find direction also and magnetic field also. So here if we are having two long straight wire with us, so the formula for the same is B is equal to mu naught I upon 2 pi d. Now this formula, have you ever used this formula or similar to that? Yes, the magnetic field in a long straight wire, it was mu naught I upon 2 pi r. So similar to that, if you are having two long straight conductor with us or two long straight wire with us, so at that place of the radius we will have the distance of separation, that is small d. So we are having the values of all, let's put the values of all these things. So we are having mu naught as a 4 pi into 10 raised to of minus 7 into I as 10 ampere upon 2 pi d is nothing but 8 into 10 raised to of minus 3. So finally pi cancel, 2 2s are 4, then 2 4s are 8 and 3 is in denominator when it will goes to the numerator. So minus 7 plus 3, it will be minus of 4. Then 10 is also here. Into 10, that is nothing but raised to 1, 10 raised to minus 4 into 10 raised to 1, then again it will be 10 raised to of minus 3. So finally we are having here 1 upon 4 into 10 raised to of minus 3 with us. So 1 upon 4 is nothing but 0.25 and remaining is 10 raised to minus 3, as it is the magnetic field, so unit will be Tesla. So this is the final answer for the magnetic field, that is B. So here we have obtained the magnitude of the magnetic field due to current in wire 2 on the section AB of wire 1. Fine. Now we also have to obtain the direction of this magnetic field. So as we are having wire 2, this is the wire 2, and we have to find the direction of this magnetic field. So see, the direction of the current is like this. So according to right hand thumb rule, the direction of the magnetic field, see, if the direction of current is like this, see, this is the direction of the second wire. So see the curled finger, thumb is the direction of the current, and see the curled finger, that's mean the direction of the magnetic field will be into the paper or inwards. Fine. So we have completed the first part. We have obtained the direction and magnitude of the magnetic field due to current in a wire 2 on the section of AB of wire 1. So we have done this part. Also we have to obtain the magnitude and the direction of the force on the wire 1. So let's move on to the next part of this numerical. So as we have done with the first part, let's move on to the second half part. Now here we have to find force. Now force between two long straight wire, we are having one formula, that is force is equal to mu naught upon 2 pi I1 I2 upon small d, close the bracket, into L. So this is the formula with us. Now what we have to do, we have to substitute all the values. So finally mu naught is 4 pi into 10 raised to of minus 7 upon 2 pi, I1 is 10, I2 is 10, upon D is given as 8 into 10 raised to of minus 3 into L. L is given as C. What is L here? Length of the wire. So here we have been specified a section of the wire, that is AB is nothing but given as S is equal to 22 centimeter. So instead of this L you can also write S, or but this is the main formula that we have already derived. So S and L both will be equal, that is equal to into 22 into 10 raised to of minus 2 meter. So these all are the datas. Now pi will cancel, 2 2s are 4, then here 4, then again 2, then 2, 5. So finally 5 11. So 55, we will directly write it as a 55. Now see the powers. 10 raised to minus 3, 10 raised to minus 7, 10, that is 10 raised to plus 1. So minus 7 plus 1 is minus 6. Then minus 6 and minus 2 is minus of 8. Fine. So minus of 8, and in denominator we are having minus of 3. When it will be come to the numerator, so it will become plus 3. So 10 raised to minus 8, 10 raised to plus 3, it will be 10 raised to of minus 5. So finally we can write that force is nothing but 5.5 into 10 raised to of minus 4 Newton. So this is again our final answer. So we also have to find the magnitude and direction. So we have done with the magnitude. Now the direction of the force on wire 1. Now see, as the currents are opposite in direction, as you can see in this diagram, see this, both the currents are in opposite direction. So the force between these two wire will be repulsive. So repulsive answer is correct, but this is given wrong answer in your textbook again. So make a correction over here, as this is the question number 6 on page 249. So please make a correction over here. The answer which is given here, it is wrong answer. The right answer I have already mentioned you. So these are the right answers. You can see this is the solution for the numerical question number 6 and the numerical number 5 of your textbook.